What's up, guys? So, Eli here. This is a video that a lot of people, uh, have been asking me around, especially locally in my area, about the whole CCIM and is the CCIM needed to practice commercial real estate as a real estate agent? All right, guys. So I'm gonna just tell you the real, right? So, oftentimes you'll go to a lot of brokerages where your broker will, if you try to decide that you want to do commercial real estate or you want to get a higher split and do a commercial real estate, they will tell you that you would need to obtain a CCIM. Well, there's nothing wrong with going about getting a CCIM. What most people don't know about the CCIM is super expensive for the average person. Most people can't afford it. The average person can't afford to go to college. So most brokers who tell their agents to go get the CCIM, uh, unless you're making boohoo money starting out, most agents won't even be able to afford it. And it's like going back to college for the most part. Two, let's go over what the CCIM actually stands for. The CCIM actually stands for Certified Commercial Investor Member. So a lot of the CCIM and what you learn, you're pretty much learning and you're becoming a financial professional analyst in the commercial real estate industry per se. It's not something that's necessarily mandatory, but it's something that you will learn a good amount of information, but also a lot of the information that you can learn in the CCIM, you can also learn on YouTube. A lot of people don't know that. Will getting the CCIM separate you from being successful in the real estate business? No. Now, with me being 26, I just turned 26, so y'all make sure y'all wish me a happy birthday. A lot of people and a lot of, older agents, I've gotten into it with a lot of older agents about, you know, a lot of older, I would say this, in the commercial industry, a lot of older agents are haters, just straight up. I've had to check multiple older commercial agents because I let them know, one thing when it comes to being in the commercial space, I'm going to respect every person that I come in contact with. But I don't care if you or a kid or you 70 years old. I'm not tolerating no disrespect from nobody. So, I've had to check and put a lot of older commercial agents in their place, when they're trying to say, oh, you need to be part of the CCIM. I was one of the commercial agents who was very successful without being a part of or joining the CCIM. And I don't plan on doing so no time soon. And for anybody who wants to see it, go check the facts. Two, if you go look outside of, a lot of the country, small towns, if you go look in Miami, because a lot of you guys, if you guys be on the main channel, you guys know I'm in Miami a lot. You guys know I run that Miami market, especially in the real estate, nightlife, all that. I got connections that run deep. If you go to LA, if you go to New York, most successful commercial agents do not have the CCIM designation. Number one, it's too expensive. Number two, it's not needed. If you go actually do your research and you see the people who are doing the $50 million deals, $2 million deals every month or every week or so, commercial, none of these people have the CCIM. None of these people plan on getting it either. I know because I've talked to these people. I've actually recently talked to one of the top guys in Rhode Island. He doesn't have it either. It's like it's very subjective, and it's basically like the whole being a part of the National Association of Realtors. It's all subjective. It's pretty much an organization that will look good to a lot of older people, especially having a college degree. Just because you have a college degree does not mean that let's say you get a doctorate. Yeah, you have a doctorate, but that doesn't dictate that you're actually going to be successful in whatever you got your doctorate in. Same thing with the CCIM. Same thing with being a part of the National Association of Realtors. Everybody's situation is different, but do you need to get the CCIM to be a real estate professional? No. I'm living proof of it. Also, you guys don't really believe it, go look up any other top agents that really do commercial. And I'm not talking about the older people who, when they were in their 20s and whatnot, they were told by their brokers that they had to do it or they couldn't be at that brokerage. You don't have to do anything in the real estate business. As long as it abides by the DBPR rules and the state rules of whatever you're in, you don't have to do any of it. And a lot of people kind of get stuck in the real estate industry. A lot of people got stuck in a culture to where they thought and they believed, because they were misinformed, that they need to have this designation, have that designation. Is not true. It's just like going to college. I'm a college grad. But just because I'm a college grad does not mean that, oh, I'm guaranteed for success. Or it's not mandatory to be successful either. It's, to each his own. There's a lot of people who have the CCIM designation that don't close anything. They don't do leases. They don't do sales. They don't do anything. A lot of that stuff really has to do with work ethic, but that's neither here or there. Neither here or there. But y'all keep it up with the questions. Everything in the real estate business, so even though I'm 26, guys, for the most part, I've almost been in the real estate business for almost a decade, which is actually pretty crazy. I feel like an old man now, but keep the questions up. Any questions that you got about commercial or just real estate in general, residential, let me know. We exposing it all. We trying to build this channel up. This particular channel, I want to keep it niche based for real estate scams. Guys, I got so much content I want to bring to you guys involving real estate. I want to talk about Jay Morrison, his comeback into the real estate game. A lot of people getting scammed, investments, all that type of stuff. I want to give you guys the real deal. Stay tuned, because the next video I might do is actually going to be giving you guys the real truth of whether or not you guys should be investing in property. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share.